Hello and hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet and welcome to Halacha of the week number 54. Today's question, which was addressed to the Chief Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu, is Ma yesh levarech al popcorn? What is the beracha that you make on popcorn? So, what's the question over here? The question is, what is popcorn? Popcorn, as we all know, is corn, and they take the kernels, whether it's dried out or goes through a certain type of process. It's taken and it's brought to extreme heat, whether through a medium of oil or through microwaves or even your cell phone in some cases, and it pops. What does it mean? It pops, it opens up, the kernel opens up and it's ready to eat. So we know all things that come from trees are ha'etz. All things that come from the ground level, bushes or types of plants that have to be regrown every year due to the seasons, are ha'adama, from the ground. So, under which category would this go? So let's start off. Are corns from trees? No. Are corn from the ground, such as like a bush, like a stalk, a plant that has to be replanted? Yes. And that means that it's the blessing ha'adama. That's the blessing for corn, is ha'adama. What about popcorn? Does it retain its blessing? Because we know that if, for instance, you take different foods, different vegetables, different fruits, and you grind it up, it loses its shape, loses its appearance, and now it's completely mutilated into a new entity. It loses its blessing, and you say shahakol. You say the blessing that on everything, shahakol. That for whatever it is, you say that blessing. So does popcorn does it have the blessing shahakol, or does it retain the blessing of ha'adama from the ground? So based on the idea that it loses its form, you should say shahakol. But in the end, the rabbis say that no, that preferably the blessing is ha'adama. Why? Because what's the difference over here? Ha'adama, it's from the ground. You see it's the kernel. And a moment before, all it does, it expands the shape of the kernel. It looks a little bit mutilated, but it still expands the shape of the kernel. It hasn't gone through a grounding. It doesn't grind, and then afterwards you take it and you turn it into another food completely. It's the same thing, just in its an expanded form, and because of that, you say the blessing, Bore Peri Ha'adama. May I see you tomorrow for tomorrow's class in Jewish Wisdom, week number 54. Take care.